Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's kind of a quiet day. AMC is just doing its final touches, it looks here on a consolidation. Um, we did hit that trend line twice, double tap, but let me go over why I won't shut up on on this 260. You can say 267 here, 268. It's within a few pennies of. Reason why I like 268 is probably because this. 267 open on this when we come off this thing and go up to basically $12. You come up from a 267 open. So I always put a penny over for the pivot because if you hit 267, it could be a rejection, right, guys? But if you hold 268, that shows that you're holding above that key level, that key open way over there on the weekly. Okay. So why is it so important? Well, because as of October of 2025, anybody that shorted here all the way through here is now underwater. This is now one big bear trap. And plus you have this stair-stepping coiling that wants to unwind. It wants to unwind this coil. This is a coil. This is not a rallies, guys. Just like this was a bearish coil, and then here's the result when it unwound. This is a big bullish coil, and the result when it unwinds probably is to this upper pivot around 23.89. And how does that? Let's go back and look why that's such an important pivot too. Probably this is going to make it a little small, but see, that's kind of your breakout. If you were to draw a line here, that's kind of your breakout point, and I think there's a gap there too. But that's kind of your breakout point from the 2021 rally. So that would be a big, a big zone. And it's 50%, pretty much, give or take. It's the big bull bear pivot on the whole chart is around 23.99, 20 to 23.99, give or take. So you see how this bar is? You see how this range is for this whole drop? If you just take this one solid bar and cut it from here and measure right in the middle of the ape share drop, it's right around 23.99, 23.60, 23. So it's kind of your major bull bear pivot. So do I expect us just to go boom and go right through it? If anything we did do above it, it'd be short-lived in my opinion. I believe that's an area we'll be fighting. So I believe you can hit it, you can pierce it, you can go above it, but you'll reject, and then you need to come back and base and get rid of dilution and get rid of converts and all that stuff, and then you could try through it later. Now let's look at the short-term kind of chart. Um, you have on the indicators, they're all like sideways and like coiling. So as normally when this indicator rolls over, the stock rolls over, right? But in this case, the indicator rolled over, but the stock went sideways, and it's still the indicator is kind of trending down. Not really; it's just kind of coiling, right? There's not really any new lows on the indicator. It's just flat on the lows, and it's tightening up. That's why I kind of drew this wedge here. So that wedge for the indicators on the short term on the 30-minute chart would be coming to completion sometime Sunday, right? So I also went on the chart here. Why is this so? Let's put this on a. Let's try 1 hour. Yeah, so here's your uptrend channel. You hit a double tap on the 1 hour here and then rallied. You hit a double, maybe almost a triple tap. No, you missed. You did a kiss here and then you kind of double tapped and then you rallied, right? So today, what did we do? One tap, and then the second time we missed it, so we came back to the third tap or second tap. And now, are we rallying? Well, we're trying to, right? We're trying to rally. So this is still, you can see how I have this outline, this indicator here better. You can see how the volume since back here has been fading, which is a sure sign of a, you know, uh, consolidation and things of that matter. So you can see here I put in, see these two highs? I kind of put a downsloping trend line and then mixed with this upsloping trend line. So you have the orange line mixed with this upsloping trend line gives you kind of around 6.3 at 1:33 a.m. for our next apex, probably a little later, probably, but I'm just going to leave it there. So that's Monday. Monday pre-market we'd be at the apex of this whole thing, and that's if we don't rally today. We just keep chopping. Maybe we close at like 276 again and just keep chopping, like the computer keeps chopping over the weekend or whatever, and then we wake up um, Monday for the market, and maybe it's, who knows, maybe it's up. So anyway, guys, next apex Sunday night, Monday morning, on the indicator and on this upsloping trend line meeting this downsloping um, these tips, on these, whatever you want to call it. So what really the stock's been doing, guys, I wouldn't look at it as consolidation, or it's shooting away supply, overhead supply. It's banging into it and getting pushed back down. So the patterns don't really matter here. Yeah, it's nice to hold your trend line, but you could keep going through this. You could keep doing this and just keep going out here somewhere. But I wouldn't expect it, but you could. You could lose this trend line and like sweep down to 254 and then just keep chopping sideways. So that's another option. Give me a sec. Yeah, but the bigger story is these are my major algo trend lines, this pink line and this blue line, and they're about to cross. So if we were to like push up into threes or 290 plus today, that would definitely help them cross quicker. But I imagine these cross, I believe they keep moving over the weekend, right? So, but the higher we go, the quicker it pulls the lower line up. But to me, this is a major algo. These are my algo buy zones, right? So the first one to conquer was this one on the 6 hour, and then the next one was the pink one, and now you want this lower one to cross up. It's similar to the 50 or the 9 week crossing up through the 50 week, which is a big one, right? So yeah, this is my own proprietary thing. And then you could see like on a lower time frame, let's just look at those lines. And I've got to use them more. You can see this was the bullish cross up and how we held that and how it's trending up now. So this is, we're in an uptrend. So this was the buy. It was, obviously the buy signal on this cross showed up, like delayed, right? And you came back and retested, and then you pushed off, and now this is trending up. So if you go down to like a 1 hour, just on these algo lines, it just this will show you like short term buy signal. So we just got one on Tuesday. This just crossed up, and as you can see, the long term one's about to cross up right on the 6 hour. So I could show you on the daily, but it's too messy on this stock. So we could go down to even like the 1 minute on these lines. You can see they kind of cross here, but it doesn't matter. So the 1 minute doesn't really work, but it starts around, I believe it's a 5 minute. You can find, yeah, you can see it cross here on those two algo lines and see the buy signal and see how we're fighting this top trend line. And when we cross it, we'll start rallying again. So yeah, these are really great to use. And one day I'm going to try just using those, just like on a 5 minute like this, like right here where you're consolidating and then you break and then just buy this cross and then you get this rally, right? So you could have got 230 to 280 on that cross and then 285 and then just bought on the consolidation under it again, right? You could have bought here, would have worked too. But really, once, twice, 3 times. So yeah, we should cross this year, I would think. Let's go on the 15 minute, just look at those same lines. And you can see they're just clearly trending up. That's a nice trend, shows you almost your trend line. So I think we did the 30 minute, but it's just something different. I'm not really giving away how to program these into here. I learned these. There was a different algo line many years ago. I learned from a guy from JP Morgan, and I made my own to mimic it because they deleted it. It was the ninth, I believe it was it the 4,000 by 12,000? There was two different ways to do it, but if I remember correctly, it was the 9,000 by 12,000 moving average on the 1 minute chart, which this was like some proprietary because the algos buy on that. It makes a cross, and then it signals a long-term trend, believe it or not, on the 1 minute chart. But whatever it was, the numbers, whether it's 4,000 or 9,000 by 12,000 on the 1 minute, whatever it was, I had it programmed after I learned that into Thinkorswim, and they deleted that. They won't let you do it anymore. So I had to make my own version. Anyway, guys, have a good day. Yeah, do we have a muted rally to up into underneath this downsloping trend line into the close, and then just get to this apex, and then this apex, and just go Monday? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just think, yeah, by Monday, I would think, yeah, this thing's got to go. Everything points to Monday, and he rallied today. It could run up into, it'd be nice to get into 290 to cross my 6-hour algo lines. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, it's getting later in the day. Muted rally in the close. Just hold 268, whatever. Doesn't really matter. It just can do this. You can see on the volume profile, the build out's getting pretty good. It's much bigger than this. It's much bigger than this, but it's not this big, the build out. So could we sit here another few days and get some volume in here? I don't know. It's an upper consolidation, so you probably don't need it. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, volume's definitely dried up to a standstill. So that's always good at the end of a consolidation as well. So that would be my secondary indicator. We're right at the tail end of this. Probably, till Monday or something. But yeah, if anything, we might get a muted rally into the close again, or who knows, maybe just close here. It's kind of a drab day.